So we're driving over to a little house over here. It was a rental house of a long-time client that I feel like it's going to be a perfect candidate for our fixer-upper program. And basically what our fixer-upper program is, it's where we take a house, we invest money into it, that whether it's paint, carpet, updates, whatever, that we know we can get at least a 2-to-1 return on. But the beautiful part about the fixer-upper is at John Jones Real Estate, the money is not paid back till closing. So in a lot of instances, folks, they have the equity in their home, but they don't have the extra money laying around to do the things that need to be done to give them maximum profit or a maximum return. So we make it easy. So we'll look at this house today, we'll assess it, and see what that house would bring if we didn't do anything, and then also see what it would bring if we did X, Y, and Z. So I'm looking forward to checking it out. We're going to bring you along for the ride. As we walk up to the house, first thing that I notice is the landscaping, which actually they have some really nice mature landscaping, but it just needs a good trim, a good haircut. Our mulch is pretty good, but we need to de-weed it and give this a nice trim. When I come up to the front steps and to the front door, which is the first thing people are going to see, I noticed some things that stand out right away. These steps have separated a little bit, and they try to do some kind of goofy thing. I don't know what they use, but we just need to come back in with mortar and get that tight. I always say you don't want any gaps. You don't want any gaps anywhere, because gaps give people negative feelings about the home. Another thing, right here, the steps in front of the door, they've separated over the years, which is no big deal. It's not even a big structural problem. They're more there for cosmetic anyway. But we need to tighten those up with some mortar. Not a big expensive fix. This storm door has obviously seen its better days. We'll just get the storm door off of here. What I do like, they've got some replacement windows. The roof looked like it was in great shape. These need to be repainted. We don't want to see any raw paint on anything, because anytime you talk about raw paint or anything that needs to be painted, a buyer automatically assumes it's going to cost a lot more money than it's going to cost. And why don't we just take that bullet out of their gun? They don't want to fool with it anyway. One other thing before I go inside, front doors, and this is pretty much my recommendation to almost every home seller. Paint your front door. It's the first thing that really stands out to people. We want it to shine, we want it to look great, because we want them walking into this house without any negative feelings, okay? All right, let's go inside and take a peek. All right, walking into the great room. It's a zone bedroom plan, very popular in this area. So right off the bat, here's what I see. We need new paint. Paint is the most effective bang for your buck thing you can do to any home. It not only gives it a clean look, but it also, you can update a home real quick with just paint. The floors, I love. The floors are laminate. Obviously somebody has put these in here and they look really good and they're stylish. So with a good gray, these floors really pop, and the house will look, the walls will look tremendous. Not sure about the ceiling yet, but I'm gonna look at it a little closer, and if we need to paint the ceiling, we'll do it. But definitely the whole house needs to be painted, I can tell you that right now. I do detect an odor. Let's see where it's coming from. It smells like animals. Okay, here's where the smell's coming from, guys. These carpets are awful, they gotta go. Remember, 80% of what the buyer's gonna see is walls and floors. So we wanna make them perfect. We're gonna paint this whole thing, we're gonna change out all the carpet. On the good side, they got some good light fixtures. They've updated these. They got great windows, replacement windows, a little sheetrock damage here. Somebody got mad at their better half and popped the sheetrock there. But all in all, man, this is your basic cosmetic thing. Carpets and walls. Okay guys, let's check out the kitchen. One thing I noticed right off the bat, trim around the door. There's the culprit of the smell. You can see where they've had a dog scratching up the door frame, so we won't get those looking really sharp. Another thing that I can see right now in the kitchen, although the kitchen does have some good qualities, it's got a pretty nice little mosaic backsplash, gas range. The cabinets have been beat up. They're a painted cabinet. They're originally just stained. They've been painted, but as you can see on those drawers, the paint has worn off. So we're gonna paint those cabinets a real pretty white, same as the trim color, and we'll make this kitchen sparkle. Okay guys, in every home, there's the odds and ends. There's the little handyman stuff you gotta get done. Right off the bat, I see the smoke detectors, excuse me, this is a doorbell, it's missing, so we'll get a new doorbell. Smoke detectors right here, I see another one over there. Let's walk into this room real quick, just a little secondary bedroom. Need a new light fixture here, not a big deal. None of these things are big dollar things. Then I also see in here, we got some trim that has been dismantled around the door frame, and we'll tighten all that up. So the key to the whole thing is we want new paint, floors looking great, walls looking great, no gaps anywhere, and we'll make this a spectacular house. Okay, so we're outside, fabulous backyard by the way. One thing I really noticed right here is they had the dogs, so you can see the trim. We're gonna paint that, we're gonna paint the back door. The dogs have brought a lot of dirt on this patio, pressure clean it. This bed over here, we're gonna get all the weeds out. And once we do that, this place is gonna look spectacular. I think on this house, the investment's gonna be somewhere between $5,000 to $7,000. I believe it's gonna make anywhere from a $12,000 to $20,000 difference on what the seller's gonna recoup from the house. So they're gonna net quite a bit more money. And the beautiful thing about our Fixer Upper program is they don't come out of pocket. They don't come out of pocket. They pay back at closing to the vendors that have done the work. And we take care of all the work. We get it done. All this work can be done in 2 weeks. And in 2 weeks, we can put this on the market. And I can't wait to show you the finished product and the finished results. Heading back over to see 2310 Alcove, I'm excited about seeing it. I'm also excited to see what the buyers think of it as we've done a little painting and gotten it market ready. I think you'll be impressed with what we've done. Okay, right off the bat, I'm looking at the landscaping. It's all nice and trim. The beds are cleaned up, looks super. Walking up here, the gap, although this doesn't look great because the prior work was so bad, but at least we mortared back in, there's no gaps. Just painting the front door makes a huge difference. I think this looks so much better. It looks new, clean, great first impression. Also, if you recall right here, those steps, they were just kind of hanging on. We remortared those. They look nice and tight, no gaps again. And I can't wait to see inside. So let's see what's inside. Just being clean makes a huge difference. But look at the walls. We came in with an agreeable gray color by Sherwin-Williams. And the reason they call it agreeable gray is because it agrees with everything. And paint does a couple things. One, it makes everything look clean. And number two, it's a very inexpensive way to just update your house with a popular color. So the big thing in the kitchen that we wanted to correct is we took the cabinets, which had been painted, but they were an almond color and they were pretty beat up, scratched up. So we came back in with a pure white by Sherwin-Williams, and we put new hardware on. The other thing we did in the kitchen was it had a black sink that was pretty scratched up, kind of just looked dirty. So we just popped in an inexpensive stainless steel sink with an inexpensive faucet, but it really cleaned up this kitchen and really gave it more of a modern feel. So I'm really excited how it turned out. The little things we took care of, that door frame, if you remember, was scratched up probably from a prior animal. So we got that and probably got some wood filler, smoothed that out just to make it look sharp. But the number one thing is we did in this home was we painted everything from head to toe. And you can't smell what I can't give you the smell that it had when we first came in here, but it was bad. It smelled like animals, it smelled like urine and those kind of things. So now when you walk in here, there's a very fresh smell. You got what I call the new car smell. New paint, new carpet, and man, it looks great. So in the bedroom, really this is the master. The main thing we did in the bedrooms is the carpet, brand new carpet. The other carpet was just nasty, dirty, it smelled bad. We changed, always remember, change the pad and the carpet, especially if you've had animals, and it makes this place look great. Another thing, there was a hole over here, sheetrock hole that we fixed, obviously painted. But this house had a lot of good characteristics, had some really good light fixtures and fans. We left those, we just cleaned up everything around it, and man, it looks great. It's like a brand new house. As you remember, some of the things just the little handyman things we needed to get done were we were missing, I think, a smoke detector here. We're missing a doorbell chime here we put back up. And then in this bedroom here, we were missing a light fixture, which we just put up another nice fan. All in all, we just got this house to where a buyer can, here was our goal, is to get a buyer to come into this home and go, I don't have to do a thing. And when you can get a buyer to say that, they will pay a premium for the home. All right, outside, check out this patio. I don't know if you recall before, but it had a lot of clay. We pressure cleaned all that. This bed over here had a lot of high weeds in it. We've killed all the weeds. Everything looks nice and clean back here. They even pressure cleaned the back of the house where there'd been a lot of mildew buildup. You had this great backyard, but you had kind of a dirty type scene as you walked out, so it made a huge difference. Hey guys, I know you're wanting to know how this turned out. Well, this property was the perfect example of the fixer-upper program at work. We got this home in perfect condition. We put it on the market at $229,900 on a Friday. We have over 32 showings. We had, I think, 8 offers. We ended up with an offer $6,000 over list price, close in 10 days, cash, no contingencies, no anything. The fixer-upper program did exactly what it's designed to do. We got the home in the best possible condition. We made it look great, and it made a buyer come in and say, hey, I will pay a premium for this home. I've got to have it. I can move right in. So if you would like to know more about our fixer-upper program or just anything in regards to real estate, just give us a call, 615-867-3020.